Klam.
Yeah.
Come here.
Oh, that's my fault. I'm sorry.
Did you cut your finger off, bro?
No, I was trying to shave. You know how it is with those straight blades, you know?
Yeah, it'd be tricky.
It looks a lot worse because the water actually hit the blood and it made it bad, you know?
Oh, okay.
Look at that little nifty device right there. It's got its own little toilet paper cutter, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
Oh!
What does that mean? You locked me in here!
Here we go!
Okay, let's go!
And welcome everyone to another episode of the 1UP XP Show. This week, we're getting a little bit creepy on you. In fact, we're playing a relatively new game called Demonologist. Now, this game is a lot of fun, but it is very reminiscent of a game that we've brought to you several times on this show called Phasmophobia. In fact, it's pretty identical, but there's small differences. But anyway, what you do is you grab some tools, you head into a haunted location, and you have to try to figure out what type the ghost is. And then you also have to try to figure out other aspects to completely rid the house of any hauntings. It's tough, but super fun and super scary. So me and Klam, we jumped in and we tested out. Check it out. Abandoned house. Whoa.
Okay, so we're in a tent.
Yeah, we're in a tent. Ah, flashlight. There we go.
Yes.
Mythical intelligence pre-report. Okay, detect type of ghost. Use your tools to detect the type of ghost and open your tablet to select the ghost type. Optional objectives will be unlocked after everyone on your team has chosen the ghost. Case 8126, Addie West. Even if someone is next to you, it will respond. It means everybody.
All right, I got the little talkie thingy, so that's good.
All right, so
Can we-
there's optional objectives, but we need to figure out what the ghost is before we can do the optional objectives. Whoa, dude. This guy had a headache. Clearly. All right, where are you going?
in here. I don't care.
I don't know what this is. Is this an EMF reader? It's got to be an EMF reader.
I don't know. Figure it out.
Oh, it's power. What happens if she starts hunting?
I don't know. I'm gonna run, probably, more than likely. Huh. This is a very nice looking house.
What do you have?
I have a flashlight, this doohickey amulet thing, and then the voice thingy.
Oh, you have the voice box?
Hey, are you here?
Oh. Hello? Oh.
Oh,
What was that?
TV turned on. Oh, we're watching the bedroom.
Wait, hold on. There's a tape. I got something.
Oh,
Oh, it's a deck of cards. Aggressive.
what the heck? It's upstairs.
I said aggressive. I'm drawing cards. The devil.
I don't know. Usually the devil's a bad thing, so I'm running away from you. I'm done playing with cards.
Oh, hold on. Door. Oh, boy.
Oh, you gotta be brave when you're doing stuff like this, dude.
Oh, my EMF just went off. Oh, it just went off again. It was a 3.
Are you near? Are you here?
Whoa! 4. It's upstairs.
Hello? What does it respond to? Well, what is that? That's a ghost man.
What? The heck? 4.
Do you want to kill us? I don't know.
It's up here. God, your footsteps scared me.
Your footsteps scare me, bro.
Where is it?
What are the commands, I wonder? Like to talk and like...
5! It's a 5! It's a 5! Okay.
Yo, what kind of voodoo trick was that, dude? Some chicks come out of the mirror and run at us?
It's a level 5. Okay. Oh.
Are you here? Oh! That's a yes. Is that all you got, dude? Just throwing a couple of clocks on the door, dude? Unreal.
Oh.
Oh, that's you.
Oh. Okay, bye.
What? No, don't do that to me. Alright, you win. We leaving. Bye.
Oh! Jesus! Do you want to play blank with me? Why did my cards just come out?
I want to play a game.
Is
this the way out?
Aggressive. I don't know. I'm scared.
Okay.
Oh my God. Bro.
Yo, is this your wedding dress? Like, what? I don't know what to ask it.
What is this thing? Oh God!
Oh!
Okay. What's going on in here?
I really don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for.
God! Bless it! I'm out of here.
Are you here?
Ask him if he wants to hurt us.
Do you want to hurt us? All right, well, I can safely say that that place is haunted by my professional experience. Be right back. Just need a change of underwear.
I don't know what these cards do.
I don't know if this is what if that's what I'm supposed to be asking or not. That's the UV.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna grab that.
There's cards down there for you. I'm gonna grab the easel.
I'm gonna shock you. Here I come.
We coming for you.
Yeah. I got I don't know. It looks like the Wheel of Fortune, Death of Fortune or something. Paint me like one of your ghosts.
Paint me like one of your French ghosts.
Oh. What was that?
That was scary. That's what it was.
We're coming to shock you.
I'm gonna put this.
I'm gonna put this.
Why did this come
here.
out?
I don't know.
It just came out.
I don't know what it does, but I'm gonna do it.
The heck? Oh!
What does that mean? You locked me in here!
What happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm dead. But now I get to haunt you.
Where are you? Oh! What is that?
He's dead. Oh God.
What just happened?
You locked me in there, dude.
Yeah, I was running. Yeah, needless to say, Klam and I were a little on edge through our run-throughs of Demonologist. A lot of fun, great game. I believe it's only available on PC. But coming up next, we sit down with Matt King, who is the Director of Esports for the NJCAA-E. And we'll break that down for you coming up right after the break. And welcome back, everyone, to the 1UpXP show. Now, we told you before break, we sat down with Matt King, the Director of Esports for the NJCAA-E, which is the association that oversees esports for junior colleges, or JUCOs, or those two-year schools. And I have some questions because it's very different from 4 years to 2 years, and also what goes into how to run an association. This is what he had to say. Today, we're talking about the NJCAA. And I am pleased and honored to be joined by Matt King, the Director of Esports at the NJCAA. Matt, welcome, brother. Thank you for being here so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for a little bit of your time, and thank you for talking to us about the NJCAA.
Awesome. Yeah, glad to be here. Thank you for calling me in.
Oh, no problem, man. Now, let's talk about the NJCAA. You are the Director of Esports there. What is the NJCAA?
So the NJCAA is actually, they are the athletic organizing body, governing body for traditional athletics within junior colleges, so
Right.
two-year institutions, two-year programs. The NJCAA-E is basically their esports arm. We are a separate legal association. However, we have a lot of crossover. I'm actually at the national office right now. That's what we're doing. We're meeting up with everybody, shaking hands, meeting all the teams and everything like that. So again, a lot of crossover, but we take a lot from the traditional sports side and then apply it to esports. Of course, what we can, and have to adjust it as we can because esports is so new, especially collegiate esports. It's pretty early in development. So we make sure that everything that we apply to make sure the competitions are running, the rules, requirements, everything like that, really kind of fit the current state of the competitive atmosphere for collegiate esports.
What's the goal for it, and you being the Director of Esports there?
Well, our primary goal, again, it's really to break down the members because what we have going on, like I said, it's a different atmosphere within the gaming space. The JUCO space is very different. The four-year space, especially, there's a lot of non-traditional students and a lot of non-traditional pathways. So we really strive to make sure we're meeting all the needs and engaging as many students and participants as possible within our activity. We do that through a number of ways. Again, really helping members understand how to develop their programs is a big piece. That's kind of one of the main pieces that I've taken on a lot of the time, is talking with them, using my experience inside the collegiate esports field to help them know what to do with their programs, or at least start taking steps to building their programs and serving more students across the board. A lot of our rules in place and, like I said, guidelines, bylaws, they really lean into having a more open space and more open competition. Again, breaking down those barriers to have more people engaged inside of the space and getting more people inside of these JUCOs.
Right. I mean, it's a side question for you because you said you help a lot of these institutions help kind of set up their esports because it is so new. Are you finding a lot of people that might not necessarily have a whole esports background starting programs, and they're like, "What do we do first?"
Yes.
Like,
Yes. Yes. Yep. It is.
What does it break down to? Is it like, okay, what's this going to cost us? What are we looking at here? Is it just as simple as that, or do they need the entire foundation?
I mean, it really, it does for them. A lot of the times it breaks down to cost and everything like that. Of course, for us, realistically, we don't have many requirements as for what you need to get your program started.
Right.
The students can compete from their own homes. You don't have to have an esports lab base on campus to start up a program here. Obviously, if they can build into that, it does lead to a stronger program. But that's not a hard requirement for us. Really, for us, they just need somebody leading the program. That's kind of the main requirement, is somebody to kind of take charge of the program,
Right.
and take the responsibility on for it. So I think that surprises a lot of the members, that you don't have to have a good experience inside of esports or gaming at all. In fact, we have quite a few people that are really just brand new to gaming. Maybe they do some solo player games, but don't know much about competitive games. But so long as they know what responsibility looks like and know how to kind of schedule and set things up and kind of put in expectations and build a future for something, then they are kind of the person that should be leading that program. They can find other people that can kind of come in and help coach and be those individuals more focused on actually, working on the skills for the students. But the main person initially needs to be that person that can be, in that responsible position of making a program work.
Stay with us as we'll have more from Matt King, the Director of Esports for the NJCAA-E, right after the break. But how many schools are currently enrolled in the NJCAA Esports?
So we had 172 enrolled inside of us as members. Yeah, we have grown quite a bit. We started in 2019, and we have grown a lot since then.
Yeah, because you guys only had, 12 members at the time in 2019?
Correct. Yep, we only had 12 members initially. Yeah, it's a lot of growth, quick growth, and a lot of these members, they start off with barely anything, which is we built it so that they can do that, so that they can continue to develop and grow.
I mean, you started I'll skip to the last question here because I didn't really put them in order, but you started in the fall of 2019 with 12 members. 4 years later, you're at 172 now, which is more than tenfold. I mean, that's a lot of specific teams. That's a ton of coaches and admins, and well over 1,500 student athletes in the NJCAA-E. Do you find it more of a tougher idea to keep the well-oiled machine moving at a good pace with so many people now?
It is. I don't know if it's necessarily harder to keep it moving with the more people you have. I mean, obviously, there's a lot more time that has to be spent on certain subjects and things. It's really more of kind of continuing to shore up things that maybe weren't necessarily where they needed to be in the past, or preparing more for things in the future, which, funny enough, is kind of just a part of our general operations in the first place.
Right.
So it's not necessarily it's not harder, but it is kind of a something that we have to, now we have to really look at this. We have to start to kind of consider these certain pieces more so than others.
What lineup do you guys have, and is there more coming and going?
So we actually have 20 game titles and competitive modes coming in for the fall.
Wow.
Which I believe is the most out of any association at this point. The main piece for us is our members are kind of the ones that really suggest what we kind of look into and move forward. So if they want us to look into a certain game title, we will. We'll see if we have the interest and if we can actually support it.
Right.
If we can, then we decide to take the pathway and try to at least offer something for it. It is that does keep us constantly on our toes.
Yep.
We're always trying out new things. We're going to be trying out, I think, CS2. We're going to give it a try this season. Mega Strikers is going to be a one-off kind of event. We're just trying to see if we have interest in these. Really, we have 3 levels of competition. And our tier 3 is the one that we really do a lot of testing on. So if we think a game title is going to work, we put it at tier 3 because there's no eligibility requirements tied to that. So anybody can play. If an institution wants to host you on their roster, you don't even have to be a student.
Oh, that's cool.
You can play at that level. Yeah. So we just try to see if there's enough interest. If there is, then we decide to move it forward and put it at the higher levels of competition where you do have to be a student and do have to play. It also gives our teams enough time to kind of build out rosters for those levels of games, which is why we set up that process in that way.
It's like beta testing. So your tiers are like beta testing, if you will. So I mean, like you have somebody
In some ways,
out,
yes.
like testing out the tier, and depending on how it goes, then you can have recruitment and build around it and have it in for the upcoming
Yep.
season. I like that. I've never heard of that before. Do they do that in all I guess divisions or conferences that you got, or is this something special to you guys?
We are, I mean, right. I think there's a couple other associations that might have tiers of competition, but they're not doing it like we're doing it.
That's
We,
cool.
like you said, we're kind of doing the beta testing. Each tier kind of has its own way of competition around it as well. They're
Right.
not all the same. Each
Mhm.
one has a different understanding. And our top tier, we're also bringing regionals, or we're bringing regional competition to that. So
I like
this upcoming year is going to be our first year of that.
That's so cool, man. I love that. And my huge thank you to Matt King from the NJCAA-E, as I had a lot of questions because I'm not completely clear on associations. A lot of people aren't completely clear on associations, especially when it comes to esports. So thank you, Matt, for giving me your time, and thank you for explaining and breaking it all down for everyone here in Northern Michigan and for anybody who's watching. But coming up next, we have one more segment here on the 1UpXP Show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And that does it for the 1UpXP Show. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. Next week, another new episode for you and a bunch of new streams. So join us throughout the week and then catch next week's episode. Be good, stay safe, take care. I'll see you guys all next week.
Here we go.